നോട്ട്, അതുപോലെ ടെൻഡർ ഡോക്യുമെന്റ്, ഇതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ഈ കാർട്ടൽ രൂപീകരിച്ച 3 കമ്പനികളെ സംബന്ധിച്ച വിവരങ്ങൾ, ഇവർക്ക് ടെക്നിക്കൽ സപ്പോർട്ട് കൊടുത്ത 2 കമ്പനിയുടെ പശ്ചാത്തലം, അവർ കൊടുത്ത കത്ത് ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള 4-5 ഡോക്യുമെന്റുകൾ ഹാജരാക്കി. ശ്രീ രമേശ് ചെന്നിത്തലയും കുറെ ഡോക്യുമെന്റുകൾ ഇതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് ഹാജരാക്കി. ഇപ്പൊ ഏറ്റവും രസകരമായ കാര്യം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഈ ഊരാളുങ്കൽ സൊസൈറ്റി 1, 2 ഈ ക്യാമറ ഇടപാടിൽ L1 ആയ സ്രിക് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന കമ്പനി, 3 അശോക് ബിൽകോൺ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഈ L2 ആയി വന്ന കമ്പനി. ഈ 3 കമ്പനികളുടെയും എല്ലാ
നമസ്കാരം. വിപുൽ ഷാ നിർമ്മിച്ച് സുദീപ്തോ സെൻ സംവിധാനം ചെയ്ത ദ കേരള സ്റ്റോറി എന്ന ചലച്ചിത്രം വലിയ വിവാദങ്ങൾക്കാണ് വഴി തുറന്നിട്ടുള്ളത്. കേരളത്തിൽ നിന്ന് 3 യുവതികൾ ഇസ്ലാം മതം സ്വീകരിച്ച് തീവ്രവാദത്തിലേക്ക് തിരിയുന്ന കഥയാണ് ചിത്രം പറയുന്നത്. വെള്ളിയാഴ്ച ചിത്രം റിലീസിന് തയ്യാറെടുക്കുമ്പോൾ സംസ്ഥാനത്തെ സാമൂഹ്യ രാഷ്ട്രീയ നേതൃത്വം ഒരുപോലെ എതിർപ്പുമായി രംഗത്ത് വരികയാണ്. ഈ സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ ചിത്രത്തിൻ്റെ നിർമ്മാതാവ് വിപുൽ ഷായും സംവിധായകൻ സുദീപ്തോ സെന്നും ന്യൂസ് 18നോട് മനസ്സ് തുറക്കുന്നു. Vipulji, it's a pleasure to have you today with us. Welcome to this special show on the Kerala story.
I am.
The political and cultural organizations that represent Muslim sentiments in Kerala are up in their arms to oppose the movie. Many of them are even planning a legal battle to get the movie banned. It goes without doubt that the movie has incurred the wrath of a big section of people in Kerala. How are you going to deal with that?
First and foremost, I want to tell every Muslim or every organization that they are making assumptions looking at a trailer or whatever they have heard in the media or whatever grapevines. I will request them to see the film, and after seeing the film, if they feel that the film is objectionable or is hurting their sentiment or it is wrong in any manner, they can definitely take the legal route. They can file a case on us. But I can assure them that the film is not against Muslims. The film is not against any religion. The film is against terrorism. And after watching this film, they will not find it objectionable at all. But they have not seen the film, so I can understand that there are lots of questions in their mind. I would request them to watch the film on the 5th, and then they can definitely question us if we have done anything wrong.
What critics have inferred from the trailer is that the movie is painting Islam in bad light. Was it your intention to defame any community or section of Kerala's population? Do you think that the movie has stirred up a hornet's nest?
See, I'll tell you something, that we are not saying that every Muslim is involved in this, every Muslim of Kerala. But can they say that there is not a single Muslim in Kerala who is involved in this? So what will you, when we portray, say, Gabbar Singh. So Gabbar Singh also has a religion, right? Gabbar Singh was a Hindu. Every Hindu can't think that, they are showing Hindus in bad light. So that's the same logic that applies here. There are few people who are doing this manipulative conversion in Kerala, because the film deals with the story of 3 girls. All 3 of them were manipulated for conversion, and we know what all happened to all of them. So this film is about them, and this did happen to them. So it is not against the community, it is against those perpetrators who did this to these girls. And this story needs to be told because it's a very big human tragedy. But that doesn't mean that just because we are saying that a group of Muslim did whatever they did, so entire Muslim community is wrong. That's not our stand at all. Neither are we saying that Kerala is bad. It's like saying that Shootout at Lokhandwala was made as a film, where in Lokhandwala, in broad daylight, criminals were killed. So will that mean that that filmmaker was trying to defame Lokhandwala? There is another film called Mumbai Saga, which is about the criminal world of Mumbai, the underworld of Mumbai. Will that be termed as a film which is defaming Bombay. Because this story happened with these three girls in Kerala, so the film is called Kerala Story. Actually, this problem is nationwide. It's not about Kerala, it's about the whole country. But because the story belongs to Kerala, this particular story, that's why it's being called Kerala Story. So neither are we trying to defame Kerala. We all love Kerala. We visited Kerala. We enjoy our holidays in Kerala. It's heaven on earth. It's God's own country. And we believe that neither that or nor we are trying to defame any religion or any community. You can take our word for that and let the film release and you will agree with us.
Why did you think that this story has to be told?
See, the problem is that when I heard the story, I realized that there are so many girls who are getting trapped into this manipulative conversion trap. If somebody loves somebody, a Hindu girl loves a Muslim boy, she gets married, they both are happy, nobody can have a problem against that. And we are nobody to say anything to that individual freedom. But when somebody is converted by the lure of love, then that becomes a problem. And what happened to those girls, these three girls' lives, that was very, very painful. That was extremely sad. And so I decided that this story must be told. This story needs to reach people. And this has to stop. And I'm sure there are a handful of people only who are involved in this. And maybe for whatever reason, government has not taken action against them. Maybe after this film, there will be enough reason for them to at least investigate, if not action, and then we'll see.
You claim that 32,000 women are victims of conversion for terrorism. How do you substantiate the fact? Who calculated the number?
See, it is extremely sad that when we are talking about a human tragedy, some people are saying, oh, why have you taken this number? What happens if this number is not 32,000 and say 31,000 or 28,000? Will that make this tragedy any less? We have to look at, with compassion, at the human tragedy, the lives of these girls. That should be our focus. Our focus should not be about the number. And let me also assure you, anybody who will see the film will find all answers to all their questions.
What preparations had been taken for making such a movie? Did you meet any of the victims or their families? How was the casting process?
This was a very difficult film to make. This was very challenging because when we did the research, we met so many girls who were the victims of manipulative conversion. We have testimonies of all those girls on video. So the film is not just, the film is about these three girls, but to write the story of these three girls, we must have met more than 100 girls. In fact, my director must have met even more than that. So to understand what they went through and then to make a story which is not a judgmental story, but a true story and a very honest account of what these girls went through was a very, very, very challenging and very delicate work to write. And after that, when we were casting, no artist was ready to work because they were literally scared that if they acted in this film, their careers and their lives will be under threat. So that is the kind of environment of fear was there. So casting was a very, very big challenge. And then when we wanted to shoot, no line producer was ready to work with us in Kerala and Mangalore. So we had to manage everything without line producer there. We somehow managed to shoot the film. So it's been a challenge. But at the end of the day, we were determined to tell this story. And I think we are very happy with the outcome. And I think when everybody who is against the film also will see the film, they will feel that we've done something really, really important.
On social media, the movie is discussed with the hashtag Save Our Daughters. Do you intend to initiate a campaign along with the movie?
I think that it is very important that in our country, not a single girl should be manipulated into converting herself. And I think that if Save Our Daughters is something that people take seriously, I think the film would have done a great job.
The former Chief Minister of Kerala, V.S. Achuthanandan, sometime in 2010 have stated that Kerala would become a Muslim majority state in 2 decades. Is it true that statements of this sort have inspired you in initiating a project like this?
Since this statement was made by the Honorable Chief Minister of the state, that was one of the very important factor when we were doing our research. Of course, that has nothing to do with the film. But if a chief minister of the state is saying something so openly and loudly, that automatically becomes a very, very important point. We can't ignore it. So that that in a way triggered us to kind of work on this film.
The trailer of the movie that was released few days back had been disturbing. Do you think that the trailer of the movie was a reason for inviting criticism?
See, a 2.5 minute trailer can sometimes create some fear if you are trying to see it from that point of view. When we were making the trailer, we were trying to make an honest trailer to give a real impression of what the film is. And again, I'm repeating that the film is not against any community or any religion. So even if somebody has felt looking at the trailer that, oh, it's not giving me the right picture, and I'm thinking maybe the film is going to really, create some kind of hate against us, I can assure you, you can go and see the film. There is not one word against the community. I can assure you that.
Did you anticipate protest of this sort against the movie, and did you expect that you would have to fight a legal battle going forward?
Even if people don't want to react, sometimes political parties react to such content. And then that becomes, in a way, kind of a debated and discussed point. We had anticipated some political reaction. To be very honest, we are not surprised with some of the reactions. And again, to all those political parties also, I would like to request that first see the film. And if you have any complaints after the film, we can have a debate about it and we can clarify every single point of the film. But they will have none. That's our belief.
Anyway, thank you so much, Vipul ji, for joining us on this special show. And it was a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
ഈ ക്യാമറയെ സംബന്ധിച്ച് മാത്രമല്ല, എല്ലാ ഉപകരാറുകളും അവർക്ക് കിട്ടുന്ന എല്ലാ വർക്കുകളുടെയും, ഈ വർക്ക് മാത്രമല്ല, അവർക്ക് കിട്ടുന്ന എല്ലാ വർക്കുകളുടെയും ഉപകരാറുകളും പർച്ചേസ് ഓർഡറുകളും എല്ലാം കൊടുക്കുന്നത് പ്രസാദിയ എന്ന കമ്പനിക്കാണ്. ഞാൻ അതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട സുപ്രധാനമായ ഡോക്യുമെന്റുകൾ പുറത്തുവിടുക. ഊരാളുങ്കൽ സൊസൈറ്റിയുടെ ശ്രിക് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന കമ്പനിയുടെ, അശോക് ബിൽക്കോൺ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഒരു കമ്പനിയുടെ, അവർക്ക് വേറെ വഴിക്ക് കിട്ടുന്ന കരാറുകൾ, ഉപകരാറുകൾ, പർച്ചേസ് ഓർഡറുകൾ എല്ലാം കൊടുക്കുന്നത് പ്രസാദിയ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന കമ്പനിക്കാണ്. ഊരാളുങ്കലിന്റെ ടെക്നിക്കൽ സൊല്യൂഷൻസ് അവർ കൊടുക്കുന്നതെല്ലാം. ഇതെങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ സർക്കാരുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് കിട്ടുന്ന വർക്കുകളെല്ലാം അവസാനമായി ഒരേ കമ്പനിയിലേക്ക് പോകാനുള്ള കാരണം എന്താ? ഞാൻ ആദ്യം തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു, എല്ലാ വഴികളും അവസാനിക്കുന്നത് പല സ്ഥലത്തു നിന്നാണ് പല പാതകൾ തുടങ്ങുന്നത്. എല്ലാ പാതകളും അവസാനിക്കുന്നത് ഒരു പെട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്ന സ്ഥലത്താണ്. ആ പെട്ടിയിലേക്കാണ് ഈ പണം മുഴുവൻ പോകുന്നത്. എല്ലാത്തിന്റെയും കമ്മീഷനും എല്ലാത്തിന്റെയും ബാക്കി കിട്ടുന്ന പണവും എല്ലാം ലാഭവും എല്ലാം പോകുന്നത് ഒരു പെട്ടിയിലേക്കാണ്. ആ പെട്ടിയാണ് പ്രസാദിയ കമ്പനി ഉള്ളത്. ഈ പ്രസാദിയ കമ്പനിയെ സംബന്ധിച്ചുള്ള ഗുരുതരമായ ആരോപണം ഞങ്ങൾ ഉന്നയിച്ചിട്ടും മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിക്ക് ആ കമ്പനിയുമായി എന്താണ് അടുപ്പമെന്ന് വ്യക്തമാക്കണമെന്ന് ആവശ്യപ്പെട്ടിട്ട് ഒരു വാക്ക് മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി പറഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. ഈ കമ്പനിക്കാണല്ല, ഞങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇതൊരു കറക്ക് കമ്പനികളാണ്. ഇതെല്ലാം സർക്കാരിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടുന്ന എല്ലാ വർക്കുകളുടെയും പർച്ചേസ് ഓർഡറും കമ്മീഷനും എല്ലാം അവസാനം ഈ കമ്പനിയിലേക്ക് എത്തിക്കുന്ന ഇടനിലക്കാരാണ് മറ്റ് കമ്പനികളെല്ലാം. വ്യക്തമായിട്ടുള്ള രേഖകളാണ്. അവരുടെ എല്ലാം പർച്ചേസ് ഓർഡർ, ഊരാളുങ്കൽ സൊല്യൂഷന്റെ തന്നെ എത്രയോ പർച്ചേസ് ഓർഡറുകളും എത്രയോ വർക്കുകളുമാണ്, ഉപകരാറുകളുമാണ് ഈ പ്രസാദിയ കമ്പനിക്ക് കൊടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഇങ്ങനെ കൊടുക്കാൻ ഈ കമ്പനി എന്താണ്? ഈ കമ്പനിക്ക് ഭരണവുമായിട്ടുള്ള ബന്ധം.
ഇപ്പോൾ നമുക്കൊപ്പം ഈ ചിത്രത്തിൻ്റെ സംവിധായകൻ സുദീപ്തോ സെൻ കൂടി ചേരുന്നു. ഹലോ സുദീപ്തോ സെൻ, വെൽക്കം to this show. You have set aside many of your responsibilities today to join us on this special occasion.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Sudipto, after the release of the trailer, a section of Kerala have come in appreciation, but the majority are in opposition. Is this movie propagating Islamophobia? Are you again asserting love jihad that had been outrightly rejected by all investigating agencies?
Sir, number one, as you said, as you put up the way that it has been appreciated by a section of people and criticized by other section of people. And my answer is both of them did not see the film, A. And, you know, it is a general practice of us that we pick up a particular narrative and we forget about logic, we forget about our understanding, our sensibility. We like to see things the way we want, like to hear which we want to hear. Even if I say that it has nothing to do with Islamophobia, it has nothing to do with any religious this thing. Why should I talk about Islamophobia? We spoke about the three stories of three girls. Nothing beyond, nothing more, nothing less. One girl who is right now in Afghanistan jail. One girl who committed suicide. Her parents are right now waiting for the justice. And another girl who has been a rape victim and she is into hibernation because she is seeking her justice. You tell me, telling the story of these three girls, how come it become a Islamophobic? And our film definitely mentioned about terrorism because the recruitment of the trafficking and the recruitment of girls into ISIS, into Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram areas, it is not an Indian phenomena. It is happening from Europe. It is happening in America, from Australia, from New Zealand. And India is also not out of it. So having said that, we spoke about terrorism. So terrorist does not, from when you started thinking that terrorist has a religion? Terrorists are terrorists. That is the argument all through the year is happening. That terror has no religion. So we are also saying that. We are saying that the perpetrator of the women of Kerala, we try to expose them and try to tell the story of three girls. Nothing beyond, nothing more, nothing less.
The movie have created fear among the Muslim community. The others feel that the communal harmony of the state would be affected by disturbing the social fabric of Kerala. What do you think about that?
Sir, don't you think that tying up the act of terrorism with a particular religion is wrong? We spoke about the terrorist, who are the perpetrator of these girls. The girls from Kerala are in a large scale being converted and manipulated, and many of them are now they don't have the trace. Even at the floor of Kerala Assembly, it has been accepted by the then Chief Minister that it is happening. So the point is, the moment I start talking about anti-Indian people are trying to destabilize the country exactly the way they are trying to do it in Europe, exactly the way they are trying to do it in America, exactly the way they are trying to do it. The moment I start talking about terrorism, why you bring the question of religion? That I don't understand. We didn't, at least as far as my cinema, my film is concerned, we never uttered the word of about any religion. That I can assure you. So that is what I'm saying. That if you don't have any personal agenda, please watch the film and then you decide that whether it is an Islamophobic film, Hindu-phobic film. I have nothing to do with any religion. I am perturbed. My producer was in tears when I told the story of my film, that the story of these three girls. Nobody is talking about how the girls are suffering. And I am so feel so bad that in today's media also, they are concerned about the jingoism, religious jingoism. They are concerned about Hindu-Muslim. Please have the discussion on the girls. The girl, her mother, who is right now in Afghanistan jail, her mother, her tears have been dried. The girl who committed suicide, her go and see their man. Nobody bothered to go to Kerala and find out the truth of the story. They are happy, with their Twitter and social media narrative. I am not part of that. I am a filmmaker. I am I was extremely disturbed with the stories. So I did 7 years of my research, and I repeat, 7 years of research, and my producer, who is kind enough to come ahead and produce the film. So we have an extremely clear agenda to make a good film, beautiful film, tell the story of the girls, of these three, in my film, 3 girls who have gone through this ordeal.
Sudipto, can you tell us how challenging was the movie making?
Sir, it was extremely difficult. As I said, that I started working on it in 2014, and issue was that even in one of our trip, I used to go to Kerala. I used to travel in the villages. Kerala has 2 Kerala exist. One is the Kerala which is from Kochi to Trivandrum and further south. It is a tourism paradise. It is loved by whole world. But people hardly talk about the Kerala, which is in the northern part. So the point is, I traveled all these areas and went to villages. It was very difficult. Even our hotel room the hotel we were in Kannur, it's been attacked, and in the middle of the night we were asked to leave the place within a couple of hours. So we ran away from the hotel. After walking almost 3.5 kilometers, we crossed the border of Kannur, and the police from the bordering district, they rescued us. So this kind of things happen. And we consider it as a professional hazard. So we often face this kind of situation. And yes, that time I didn't have any financial support. So I used to work in Bombay. Used to save some money, go back to Kerala. Then at a point of time in 2018, I made a documentary film called In the Name of Love, Melancholy of God's Own Country. That film got Best Film Award in London International Film Festival. And then I decided to make a feature film. So I made Vipul Shah. It was very difficult to find an investor in the film like this. But I am so happy my producer was extremely emotional when he come to know about the story. Then again another 1.5 years of scripting work went on, and then finally we emerged out of the script and made the film.
One argument raised by the political leaders is that the movie is tailored to suit the BJP ideology. Do you think that the movie would help giving the Sangh Parivar an edge in realizing their organizational agenda?
Sir, I am a filmmaker and I don't understand the language of politics. I only know that the girls are suffering. Whether it is 17,000, 1897 or 21,432 or 32,000 or 50,000, I don't care about the number. My concern is the girls are suffering. So I made a film as a filmmaker. You asked me the question on the script. See the film. Ask me the question on the script, the technicalities of the cinema. I will be able to answer. I don't, sir, trust me. I have no idea why, what Congress, what BJP, what Muslim League and what they are doing. They do their politics. It is their profession. They do their convenience. Without watching the film, if you comment on that, what more sad could happen? See the film, then start the debate. We are a democratic country. It is an argumentative society. So let us debate. First, to do the debate, first thing you have to do is you have to watch the film.
So to be precise, you are telling me Kerala need not worry about the content of the movie. The Malayalis should criticize it if at all they want after watching the movie.
Absolutely. Sir, thank you so much that you helped me to write it, put the word in my lips that yes, my dear Keralites, my dear Malayali speaking friends, please watch the film. And if there is any argument you have, any discussion you have, I am here in the film industry for more than 25 years. So we are not going to go anywhere. We will debate, we will discuss about the film. If we have made any mistake happens. If you do something, then only you commit mistake. If you don't do anything, you don't commit mistake. So let politicians do their work. If everything would have been nice, then the terrorism would have been finished from this country. So the matter of fact is, please watch the film. Let's enjoy. I don't think it will be very enjoyable because it's a sad story. It is a devastating story of these three girls, and I have put together with my producer all the proof, all the things, data, information we used. Every word spoken in the film, every scene shown in the film are being supported by document. Our film was stuck in censor board for 2 months, and finally we got the censor certificate. So we are sure that it is all proof,
Sudipto, thank you so much for joining with us and sharing your ideas related to this movie. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
ഈ സിനിമ കാണണമെന്നും മതവും രാഷ്ട്രീയവും മാറ്റി നിർത്തി പെൺകുട്ടികൾ നേരിട്ട ദുരിതം ചർച്ചയാക്കണമെന്നുമാണ് ദ കേരള സ്റ്റോറിയുടെ നിർമ്മാതാവും സംവിധായകനും വ്യക്തമാക്കുന്നത്. ദ കേരള സ്റ്റോറി എന്ന ചിത്രത്തെ ആസ്പദമാക്കിയ ഈ പ്രത്യേക പരിപാടി ഇവിടെ സമാപിക്കുന്നു. നന്ദി.
കുടുക്കെന്തിനാ പൊട്ടിച്ചേ?
മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയുമായി ഏറ്റവും അടുപ്പമുണ്ട് ഈ കാര്യത്തിൽ. അതാണ് മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി ഇപ്പൊ പരിഭ്രാന്തരാകുന്നത്. മറുപടി പറയുന്നില്ല. ഒരു മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയുടെ ഉത്തരവാദിത്തമല്ലേ പ്രതിപക്ഷം ഉന്നയിക്കുന്ന ആരോപണങ്ങൾ തെറ്റാണെങ്കിൽ അദ്ദേഹം തെറ്റാണെന്ന് പറയട്ടെ, തെറ്റാണെന്ന് സമർത്ഥിക്കട്ടെ. ഞങ്ങൾ ചോദിച്ച 7 ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ, പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ ചോദിച്ചു, അതിനുത്തരവില്ല. എന്താണ് ഈ മൗനത്തിന്റെ, മഹാമൗനത്തിന്റെ മാളങ്ങളിലേക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒളിക്കുന്നത്? ഭയന്നിട്ടാണോ? ഇത്രയും രേഖകൾ, ഇത് സംബന്ധിച്ച രേഖകൾ മുഴുവൻ ഹാജരാക്കിയിട്ടും ഒരു മറുപടിയും ഇല്ലാത്ത സ്ഥിതിയിലാണ് പോകുന്നത്. ഇപ്പോ 1ാം പിണറായി സർക്കാരിന്റെ കാലത്ത് നടന്ന കൊള്ളയാണ് ഇതെല്ലാം, കൊള്ള. അവര് പണം കിട്ടാൻ എന്തും ചെയ്യുമായിരുന്നു. മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയുടെ ഓഫീസ് കേന്ദ്രമാക്കി സ്വർണ്ണക്കള്ളക്കടത്ത് നടത്തും. മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയുടെ ഓഫീസ് ലൈഫ് മിഷൻ, പാവപ്പെട്ടവന് വീട് വയ്ക്കാൻ കൊടുക്കുന്ന പണത്തിൽ നിന്ന് പണം അടിച്ചു മാറ്റും. ക്യാമറ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിൽ നിന്ന് കിട്ടും. ഊരാളുങ്കലിന് പണം കൊടുത്ത് അതിൽ നിന്ന് വർക്ക് മാറ്റും. അപ്പൊ കൊള്ളയായിരുന്നു 1ാം പിണറായി സർക്കാരിന്റെ കാലത്ത് നടന്നത് എന്നുള്ള വിവരങ്ങളാണ് ഓരോന്നോരോന്നായി പുറത്തു വരുന്നത്. ഇഷ്ടക്കാരുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് കമ്പനികൾ രൂപീകരിച്ച് അവരുടെ പെട്ടിയിലേക്ക് പണം എത്തിച്ച് സ്വന്തം പെട്ടിയിലേക്ക് മാറ്റുന്ന പരിപാടിയായിരുന്നു ചെയ്തത് എന്നതിന്റെ വ്യക്തമായ തെളിവുകളാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ ഹാജരാക്കിയത്. ഞങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ആരോപണവും, ഒരു ഡോക്യുമെന്റിന്റെ പശ്ചാത്തലം ഇല്ലാതെ ഒരു ആരോപണവും ഞങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. ഞങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന ആരോപണങ്ങളെല്ലാം ഡോക്യുമെന്റുകളുടെ, രേഖകളുടെ പശ്ചാത്തലത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്ന ആരോപണങ്ങളാണ്. അതിന് മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി മറുപടി പറഞ്ഞേ മതിയാവും. എവിടെ പോയി മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയുടെ 6 മണിയുടെ പത്രസമ്മേളനം? ഇതിപ്പോ എന്താ, ആകാശവാണിയാണ്. ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ ഒരിക്കൽ പറഞ്ഞു, ആകാശവാണിയാണ്. അങ്ങോട്ട് പറയുള്ളൂ, അങ്ങോട്ട് ചോദിക്കാൻ പാടില്ല. പൊതുസമ്മേളനത്തിൽ പ്രസംഗിക്കും, മുമ്പിലിരിക്കുന്ന പാവപ്പെട്ട സഹാക്കന്മാർക്ക് മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയോട് ചോദിച്ചു ചോദിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ? 6 മണിയുടെ പത്രസമ്മേളനം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലും കാര്യമില്ല. കാരണം 50 മിനിറ്റ് അദ്ദേഹം പത്രസമ്മേളനം നടത്തും, 3 ചോദ്യം ചോദിക്കും, 2 ചോദ്യം സ്പോൺസേഡ് ചോദ്യം ഇരിക്കും, 1 ചോദ്യം ചോദിക്കുമ്പോഴേക്കും 7 മണിയാവും. ഇതല്ലേ പരിപാടി? അതാണ് ആകാശവാണി എന്ന് ഞാൻ പറയണത്. കേരളത്തിലെ മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി ആകാശവാണിക്ക് സമാനമാണ്. ഇങ്ങോട്ട് മാത്രമേ പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുള്ളൂ, പുറത്തു മറുപടിയില്ല. ഇത് പറ്റില്ല. ഉത്തരം പറഞ്ഞേ മതിയാവും. ഗുരുതരമായ ആരോപണങ്ങളാണ്.